The Society for Edu Democracy, 98.1 FM. As the every Saturday cleaning inside the month, they continue, the mayor for the Freetown City Council, our worship Yvonne Akisoya don say, for make Freetown City Council go able for improve pan the cleaning, na Freetown, government for give more couple to council, make they add by the number of sanitation will command them na the city. Chengno Jalo gets more in Guna reports.
Out as always with all the different stakeholders, we all try to implement the objective of the National Cleaning Day. We want to make sure say we clean public areas. This stuff for complement the day-to-day cleaning we still go on in the city.
Almost 2 years down the line since the Saturday cleaning starts, you think say Freetown City Council don't make any gain?
I believe say we don't make gain because the experience alone they bring sensitization and the time way we when they get people then they bring their household dirty, then they don't stop because you know with anything you can get intention, then the way how people then take them they can pray with that intention and that will not happen. People then they bring house dirty then they keep them dirty, mosquito the walls, cockroach, rats all into and they but how they under control now. People are still doing but it's much less than before. But what we see now is more like we did look and say sustainability. How long we're going to do this job in this way? It's good, you know, and I give credit to government for the initiative. But we appeal to government now, say as we move forward and we talk about sustainability and systems, maybe now that time for let some of their resources then they move from being a one-day event to being a building of systems. Council don't design what we call the FCC integrated waste management, solid and liquid waste management system. So many stakeholders they're very aware of that plan day, but that plan day need more resources and every day. So it include cleaner zone competition, include having more sanitary inspectors. What you need, you see all the Osayanda. If me get one small area and one ward, we get 17 inspectors. Them 35 including volunteers. Then we will cover the whole city and all the resources required. And we work as council for resource mobilized, but we have an uphill task because challenges and day. And so me just look and say, if money they were allocated to sanitation, sometimes we for try now and begin look at how we can balance them so that more of that will go to the sustained processes, more sanitary inspectors.
Before the Saturday cleaning starts, City Council don't embark on different programs that for make sure the city be a clean place. And one panel program that the City Council may embark on the cleaner zone competition. And I be organized at once. And we expect this other one to be organized during the December term.
Yes.
Some would ask why making happen in December.
Okay, few things. The cleaner zone competition, yes. We will not get everything. We will not begin to do the assessments, but we can realize, say, with the festive season coming up and the focus of people them on holiday making, the crowd are over in the INSAI, we just be saying let me shift them. It's going to happen inside this January. But yeah, so yes, a cleaner zone competition really make a big difference. Even I see councillors then the paint, the curbside them. You see people then they put flower them. That because then the fed for win the cleaner zone competition.
One to the observe during the Saturday cleaning that every day the number, let's say for instance, go to the Sina Street, it increase, or that timber could say what's what I think
Well, I think say we will not tell people and say no keep your dirty in the house because it's very bad. That's why we see the dirty they come out high. People will not hold the dirty, then keep under the house there. They just wait for National Cleaning Day, they don't want to pay, right? So that make you see the dirty, they hide. Then what you don't see happen today, people then take advantage. The last 2 months, we've been set teams and nets for go out and then key spots them for make sure and then the army them arrive very early. Them not take position before people then get chance. This New Year's one, the team not come on a net and then the army themselves they're not been there early. So because of that, you see some area then take advantage. Like Godwin Street, you beat the non-pack Ostoti then day, you know. So we said just get up there on with toes. But something we go stop down there. Now if the sanitary inspectors then they go house to house, then they're able for us say who that they collect your dirty, show with the evidence. You will not get who that they collect your dirty, we find you. We don't want for people that they put them dirty in the streets any day of the month.
Okay, this got me to another question. For more the cleaning starts, you don't need to say I can't sanitary monitor. Always then at the CBD area, and you go up at the instead. Now nothing say them back to look for the monitor.
And if we monitor, the numbers, as I say, at this point in time, the team don't go fine. It don't make an impact. But we need a sustainable solution where the focus not just on what happens on the first Saturday, and for that we need resources. So for good at it, so that is the resources we need for hire more sanitary inspectors. You know, and this is that not of us saying that any Jack and Jillo. This is something where they train. We sanitary inspectors and our public health people then. So this is something when if we done properly, nobody just say anybody can go. No, if you understand what you do, if you understand the message, if you understand the solutions to the problems then. Okay. So that we get sustained input.
So in other words, you say for government to allocate more people to council for higher.
Well, what do we say? We just say, at this point, let me begin review this thing again and look, say, something now at a time. For let we rebalance what is invested for the once a day. And also like government pull and the president I bring the ages and also like pull them. But something now at a time. For let we look at, we go balance and small. We go put more onto council.
Well, that's not the mayor for the Freetown City Council. Our worship Yvonne Akisoya be the end interview with reporter Chegno Jallo, also able to talk about the Saturday cleaning where just don't pass. The program is still listening to on a midday show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As way for reduce the pasmak die, where Belle woman and picking them down the die in the country, make the Chief Executive Officer for Compassionate Health and Wellness Clinic, Waltina Cummins, don't say the clinic where they open at the country go help for reduce the plenty challenge where they in the health sector. Waltina Cummins explain more to reporter Usman Kamara inside this interview.
We expedite the idea. So we don't get this space, so we just, God give we the finance, so we're able to finish the office space, the equipment, then we get a lot of things already. We get blood pressure machines, we get fetal Doppler, fetal monitor, we get anything in there for take care of people, but there's many more things that we get for CAM. We they look for a fetal ultrasound, we get for CAM. We they wait for one, we get for CAM. Eventually, we want to get an X-ray so that we they do a lot of diagnosis. We get a limited laboratory facility where we they do point of care testing, like malaria testing, pregnancy test, things like that. We get limited pharmacy, so we will see with patients. Then we'll be able to give them the medications we they need. If we not get an ISO, we will send them to the closest pharmacy. We get the medicine. All right.
Among plenty things, then basically in a salon, on a decide for come up with a clinic. You know, one go and ask, say, why? What's the reason? What do you want to achieve?
Well, most of the people that we come together for do this, when we they go around, you know, say number one, we know it's in the statistics of Sierra Leone when it comes to healthcare. So therefore, we definitely need more healthcare providers. We need more clinics. And the thing is, this is a private clinic. But when you then at the West, even though you get community-based clinics, they were not government-owned, or maybe that area owner, some of them are counties, then kind of thing. But in Sierra Leone, we get the government's clinic then. But we also need the private sector for coming and joining with the government, for let we take care of we people then, so that we go live long and we go live healthier lives.
Okay, so how this get for operate? Is it not free or person get for pay small couple for get some of our facility then?
Yes, you have for pay small couple. As we start off for just the first visit, you have for pay 60,000 leones for come here. But we go not for let not send anybody away. So we go able for see if we go do an assessment, financial assessment, for see if the person really not able for pay. Then we go see what we go do for every person. But now that's not one of the things that we will do. But also we get a board in place. We get community leaders, them with on the board, and we get other doctors them where they work with we, so we all go work together. Then also for the everyday affairs, we get a management team. We get a nurse, an advanced practice nurse, myself an advanced practice nurse, and midwife. Then we have another one. Then we also have somebody to in a teacher, but also a Sierra Leonean, somebody within the area where we're going to work together with the general staff. Not so the nurses then no more, the cleaner them, the security, they're all now with staff, because we want to make sure say we take care of people they wouldn't care. As they enter, so let the security man himself tell them fine I do before you come, because you don't begin feel better safe if person talk to you fine. So now all the things they want for do now so.
Well, that's now Waltina Cummins, be the interview with Usman Kamara. Also, able to talk about the clinic where it don't open for as way for reduce the plenty challenge where the health sector they get. The program is still a listen to now midday show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, like I have been just introduced, I get Alpha Saidu Bangura, we now one member of the Strategic Communications Unit, now the Ministry of Information and Communications. And Seth, I don't get with me Babadi Thomas, when the Executive Director, Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network, where they are and they can talk about some of the things them where they inside the audit report 2018. I will start with you, Baba, the way from the civil society point of view where you come. And the public accounts, section 87, subsection 1 of the Public Financial Management Act, also give them the power for like do the financial accounts for the consolidated fund for different MDs them. So as the civil society point of view, firstly what you think about the audit report of the 2018 where they out now?
The Auditor General, of course, charged with the responsibility for come out with the opinion, be it qualified or unqualified, according to the standards used. It can be international audit standards, IS, whatever 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever, And this is do an ongoing concern concept. That is IS 5. Now, what does that mean? That means say, it query, it give opinion. Bit qualified or unqualified, he also advise the ministries, private agencies, and even public enterprise and local councils and with diplomatic missions in overseas how they will fiscally handle beyond money where they come through the CRF. Secondly, what does that mean again? Where the audits an account. Audits is a process. It is not an event. It is a process, a very long process. What does that mean? If you're called upon to audit, if I'm called upon to come and audit him, I get things that I can ask for. That's the entrance point of view, and I get to sit with the auditor also, we don't call internal auditor. I get to sit with the finance officer, with the accountant or whoever you get there. Sit with them. I ask for relevant document information. The first document we ask for is the bank statement of 98.1. Second, you will ask for activity. You link about bank statement. Look at budget lines. Corroborate them. Third, you ask now for invoice or receipt. Ask for LPUs. You ask for different things. From there, if there are vehicles you've procured, not only receipt you provide to me or whatever. I don't see the vehicle, yes. You went through procurement? Yes. Where is the procurement process? Waiting at the procurement process. Who be sidom at the committee? So a lot of things the way the auditor they ask for. And you for be man enough for give and on time. Like when they indict to the councils, when they table the report after the due date was wrong. How money did they use? Some of us we are taxpayers. Not just civil society, I'm also a small scale businessman. We're taxpayers. So then when they use forgive them for carry out government functions at local level while we're not there at all. And then get the mandate, the chief administrators him. Now, come on again. When you look at audits, you also look before you exit. Entrance, you get the audit itself, you get the exit part of audit. Before you exit the audit, you send in letter of query and query any officer of that institution whether within 8.1, let's just assume 1. You declare whosoever fall within the remit of your audit, you ask the question. Let you respond to the question before you left. Now, the auditor will take 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. Now, what is so simple about government is that government get enough money for run the activities. Government get enough money for employ internal auditors and pay the auditors. Audit service, they run independently. That we agree, but they are subvented by the government alone. So this happen now, then get internal auditors, and when they feed, then external auditors now audit service. These ones don't ask series of questions to a point the auditors say, then they even dismiss. Then you question. They don't even take the advice seriously. So that's a very serious problem where the audit people I have to look and live by line. But I have to give waiting an audit specifically. And I think I don't listen to so many people where they give opinions to the audit, NIASO, area visa TV, but they never give you detail of what is audit. Thank God me read accounting. I don't practice them, I read them. Yeah? O level, A level, even like PAM. Secondly, they not audit my account thrice. 2009, 2011, 2013. So I know what it means to audit an office or an organization. Now, what happened again? If they come, they look at your computers, then they check them. It's not just money. Check them, which kind of software you use, which Windows will you use. If they're not updated, then they advise you also again. Watch the original report. He also advised the Anti-Corruption Commission. He also expressed dissatisfaction about private sector corruption when you factor the 2008 Anti-Corruption Act. That's a very serious challenge. The banks, the insurance companies, serious corruption will take place within but you can't go. Anti-Corruption get a mandate for goody. So they even advise, say, that it should be factored into any other review processes so that you get the mandate for go and ask and demand and request and subpoena such officials. But again, it's difficult. You look at how we contribute in terms of private-public sector engagement. Now, you come again, you look at him, you have a look, forensically, you have a look at receipt in the LPO. Are they generic receipt? Are they specific receipt? Or are they generic? You get address, you get telephone number, you get email, then get fax, with a receipt number. So you can cross-check with those who are in charge, who are the service providers. Again, you look at what happened again, then get for audit procurement processes. Then they flout procurement procedures within public sector. We don't know why and what really happened. You know, and 70% of government money, they go into procurement. And so, the Anti-Corruption Commission, the audit service, then get right for know when procurement are ongoing. So we see a shift of 250.8 billion on goods, works, and services. Yeah, if you look at the figure, it not include the 140.9. Now, what thing make I really become interested in reading the audit report? Now, the executive summary of the Auditor General, we talk in last statement. You see, public expenditure within public sector don't increase by 7%.
Okay, so with all of the explanation that you don't give about the audit process and all, so I want to compare this audit report to the previous years then.
I do not want to do comparison. I'll tell you now, the last audit report 2015, 16, 17, we raised serious eyebrow on them. Secondly, the amount of money we get missing, when a cash loss. Mind you, when I say cash loss, the layman, I would say, not falling money. It's not like when they use as campaign tool with this current government, with the opposition. It was not so. It's when they say cash loss, you know what I mean? They don't eat the money. No. Let's understand this. Cash loss means, say, you are giving money for buying motoka. You buy the motoka, it is in use. But where is the receipt? Where is the invoice? Where is the LPO? Where are these documents according to this particular vehicle? If I not get them, it works so, I use them, but a cash loss. You got to provide and produce the evidence. Secondly, if that motoka not go through procurement, that means, that is not actually going to. Now, private individual, they go buy motoka, he can buy motoka and privately. Nobody ask him. Who cares? No. But if within public sector, that particular vehicle, these phones I'm using now, What's now one? I go back, what will ask me? But when a pen, when a 1,000 loan, it should go through the right processes. Now, let me tell you this, what is happening now? Public officials, before and even now, they're lazy. They don't have for retire money. Secondly, they don't know how for retire money. They still refuse to understand the procedures them were involved in retiring funds. And things say, and just business as usual. And thought between me identify when the original not go put the but make it say, pass on my opinion. I don't read the reports, I can store them now for bring out the fresh everything we'll give us sent to the PSC. Ask for recommendations them, and we'll give amplify. Let government understand see, then test never do for improve or introduce fiscal discipline. Proper. Mind you, the MCC report card. You see how much to score in fiscal discipline? 4/100. We reduced drastically from 36% to 4. But all look at the report. But all the executive we passed, what we were excited about. So excited about it. But again, what happened? On fiscal discipline, we score 4/100. That is a real D-. Secondly, you look at waiting they happen within public sector on the mining sector, where 90 account for at least almost half of the money or the use within public sector. Mining sector, the mining agreement, the mining cartel agreement them, we didn't go into. Wait till it happen. The one then in the advice now say, let me please dear, let me then be reverse. Then look at them, set up an independent committee for looking to them, for see how they reverse. If they reverse them, let me in the interest of the people, not the interest of a government or a person or an individual. So that we get proper mining agreement, we go into and we continue journey. Now, I think say before I rest, I want for also like look at the report where we talk about page 97, talk about the Ministry of Education. Me deal with school beginning. I was a teacher. I still a teacher. Business. I still like chalk. I like chalk too much. And so I deal with schools. In the last 13 years, and civil society. Yeah? And I'm so proud of them. And I don't see a lot of products come out of me. Now, then go to the Minister of Education. Basic and tertiary. Go ask for deputy directors. It's not, we keep blaming government. We are government. We are all the government. Then go ask for information on the 21% given to them. Because they take the highest amount of money. What happened? Nobody was there to respond to them. They went there several times, spoke with auditors. I don't engage them. They can't, but when I cancel them, they came again. Nobody was there. And then got a work for correlate the evidence them, put them together, pack them together, build them pie charts, and look at the Excel spreadsheet what they go in and call. And I still have a look at the percentage of compliance of the public service, government workers them. How do they comply towards the Auditor General in work? How do they comply? How do they use your money? Compliance method. 2015, we saw an increase in compliance because we shouted. Imagine, remember the Gazi fund? That Gavi, sorry, that's it. The Gavi fund.
Okay.
Transparency International, Carl, my very first name, one other civil society group. We went to meet with the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, GFK.
Okay, I go.
Looking at the report.
Okay, we will.
We see the complaint, but again, you saw what happened. The missing money when the ACC boss began for challenging a court, it took them to court. That money was paid back because they give them money for going to bond, for go do a workshop, Minister of Health. That money was chopped, missing, no trace of receipt, no trace of activity, no engagement, no body, no sign attendance list, they not pay nobody, no fear. So.
Okay, well, that's now Babadi Thomas, the Executive Director Forum of Sierra Leonean Youth Network, where they talk about the Audit Report 2018. And also I get Alpha Saidu Bangua, where now one member now the Strategic Communications Unit, now the Ministry of Information and Communications. Welcome to the program once more.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pierce. I know you always Babadi say, la compliment something they will say, then la give some new information them. It is true that when then they prepare an audit report, you know, whoever you read the auditor say this person don't thief money. They don't talk like that. Then kind of language they na audit. Also, I agree with how we say the whole thing like process. They not just look at money, what they can call simple bookkeeping. Then they look at the processes that what people they use. Okay? Everything we pertain to government in money, law the way governor. You know they just go to a bank of salon, you say, I can't give me money, I want to go spend it. Every government, ministry, department, or agency, you get people who they supervise them. If not the ministry, you get the minister, you get the permanent secretary. Now they force the process they begin. Then go present what they call the concept paper. We go explain everything, including the amount of money we they need for that particular project day. Then you go get pet form. Then you go to Ministry of Finance. And when they go to Ministry of Finance, they go to the financial secretary. Then they look at them, then you go minute them to whoever that the appropriate person. When they don't go check safe first, then get the money, and they be don't allocate them, then begin the paperwork. Now, till eventually the money come. If now, till then they give contract, again, there are procedures for that. Now, this audit report with the parliament right now, waiting and call the 2018 audit report, it not just deal with 2018. That then is something new. What I want put to Babadi, I should say, he go no. He deal with thing the way begin from I think 2016 back till 2017.
But the Auditor General in put and say these reports include all other one.
Yeah, it's state and day.
Who's actual
No,
part?
hold on, lie down. We be the talk
Yes,
to
Mr.
Sadiq
Babadi,
chance.
just give him
Okay.
in time make it
He put thing and day way not to 2018 no more. Okay, he put thing them way happen from before that 2018 day. I'll give you example.
Okay, because
one
about
side
like
now they
there.
say so. One side they wouldn't talk about limousine them. I should say remember I think it's about 2 or 3 limousine them where government money go inside there and pay everything, but the limousine they no come. One side they back and talk about money to 80. Remember how they get so outbreak. Okay, all them thing they nothing the way happen before 2018, and then this government where they show president being government, it come na the second quarter. If you remember, I think na April 6 or so. Okay, it means the first quarter of that 2018, the end already done. What are they try for say now that a huge amount of the money where they say people no able account for,
Okay.
where they question.
Okay, Mr. Sir, before they reach to that point, they
Yes.
say something away the part of this audit report now. Thing away will happen before not to
Before this government they come.
this government they can.
Yes.
So and we still say the report the area where they lay emphasis. The area where then they lay emphasis on this report, we they see on the tax and corporation of tax and liabilities where they even say total of 54.2 billion loans wey like levied on several taxpayers them, but no evidence no dey for show for the payments them wey towards the auditors they no able for show for. So this audit na part of 2016.
No, not to no more. Now that's if you listen me good, now the first I begin. This audit it gets some part 2016, 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Okay, go look and back. I
Yeah.
challenge you on that. Okay. Now, the part we're going to do with this government, just like our Babadi say, the auditors then query, they make observations. Government will respond. They don't even begin for respond, especially the part we're going to do with MEO ministry, the permanent secretary, the accountant, and all the people away get for do with that observation. They don't respond. Now then they make it they go parliament back. For give people a more chance for can explain. And also for show waiting this government in stand for when a transparency where they want all man see everything baga one. The anti-corruption the commission, the anti-corruption commission, they organize a press conference. That press conference day, then go give the details of all waiting the Auditor General raised in a report. Another thing I want for make people understand, auditing different from accounting. The Auditor General na professional master sabi person for audit. Na a statutory office. Not to office so then just they go give any Tom, Jack and Jill. Okay? Now, when you don't do your work done, you go first of all give inquiry to the necessary ministries, departments and agencies. Then they can go parliament. Parliament self get chance for call them people and they back. Then the ACC, they self they back by the same audit case. So man, nobody know engat. This government will do everything possible for make sure say the thing transparent. Anybody with engage do what he no get right for do, then go deal with them according to law. Just like how President Bioke always say, he no get sacred cow. He not a Buddhist. And he don't show the example in day. People they don't see people the way President Bio appoint within this 17 to 18 months, where they mix by show trick, he pull them, anti-corruption, take them, drag them, go court, then give them the prescribed punishment. So that business as usual don't done. Let people and this patient the audit report they go through in process. I'm glad you also where the main opposition then pull statement. I don't know if you see down the back about this same audit report because as I say, a huge amount of that money they na they don't tell me come out.
The 140.9 billion willows it come out from the past government.
A huge amount of farm. A huge amount of farm come out from their own term. And if you look at the press release or the pool, they take responsibility, then doubt the Auditor General.
But you know states that the Auditor General reports.
For the time there?
Yes.
No, it states they go check them. Some of them money then they never buy themselves and encourage they go check them. Some of them money then they begin they tell this government no it. But again, law no can put this per argument. Una law wait until the parliament na public document. Parliament they look and then president don't instruct anti-corruption. For sure no must say we no mix by yuki. Anti-corruption, I should say they invite you to the press conference also. Fine. Do I want to go there? Una go read the details. And una go read what in they ready for do. All this they show what in this government stand for. We not ready for we not get cover close for anybody. Anybody will do what he not get right for do. The law will deal with that. And I know that you Baba this say way I want to emphasize. Now that some Monday, not to say eat money, physical cash. Some Monday na procedure no follow, but that failure day for follow the procedure, it cause financial loss. So na prime don't commit so. Because when see them tell you say, we ready for buy that pen day, if you put out a bid, if you invite bids, if you invite tenders, reason there for that. If you know do am, you take you go give you fumble, you don't broke law. Okay? If they say back, go buy this camera, you left for go buy, say, okay, well, I'll buy the extension cable first. We're not to that them initially gear for, where the extension cable not to part of the camera direct. You understand? You then go tell you say you don't misappropriate. So all those small things, they're not in the way then they look at. But let us consider the fact that actions should be taken for preventing the kind of thing and they not pay again. Therefore, anybody when they look at this audit report, it bring unnecessary politics there. And one can blame President Bio. Now cheap politics than they. Now very, very cheap politics. And at this time, we for walk away from that. Let we look. If you remember, Miss Pierce, people let me the grumble. How the audit report not come out? This audit report don't say. You remember them grumble and they. What thing do? Because the auditors them they take their time. When you they close one decade for open another one, una they make sure say now they make you see thing the way come out 2016, 2017, the all day because this nothing that would have been raised before, but they still not been get answer. You understand? So right now in the parliament, they demand answers and clarifications. They give people the opportunity for can defend themselves. They give people the opportunity for bring sufficient evidence for can show just like how Babadi say how una handle taxpayers' money. Them money are not to this party or that party, they get an taxpayers. And therefore, as a government, you get the moral obligation for show the people them to their own satisfaction how you deal with the money. And that is what this government is doing.
So if some of them ministries, departments, agencies, they are fail for like explain how they go about for deal with the money, they waiting will be the action where government go take.
I should say by now, self go imagine them. You go imagine what thing will be. Parliament, they deal with them. Anti-corruption, we get the statutory responsibility for drag person go court. Who the court self go take action, then go met out justice.
But
then
we
go
don't
make sure
say
say,
ACC get so many cases there right now, then they handle way they don't even come concluded on the investigation, and then they open another investigation again on this audit report. So I want for ensure say they give justice to some of the issues that will come up.
Ms. Pierce, I should say you understand what the investigation mean. And we on government determine for me you not like pamposing because you not like them. Okay? You self na if something happen just now asthma begin investigate. You not go let rush that investigation day. No, so you let take your time. Something and they not to timeliness, na accuracy. How you do and well. You don't see back again. This na credit to this government. You don't see situation them where anti-corruption take person or you take institution and can go court. At the end of the day, anti-corruption lost the case. Okay, for clearly show back say this government no they interfere with the judicial process. You don't see an SLFA, you don't see her with Minkailu Mansari and others. So this government no they interfere with the way where the judiciary they work or how anti-corruption they handle them case them. They not go tell and say, oh, but if you don't get boku case, wait 30 days, do not come out, till not come out, I go take new and no. Anti-corruption get competent and suitable people and we're able to assess themselves. They know their capacity, they know what everything they can able to handle and how they go handle. So let we all just watch and see how the process they roll.
The program is still a listen to Namide show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You can listen to it on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or you can send a message to the number on 077-981-981 or you can watch me live now on Radio Democracy Facebook page. As we for tap the plenty disaster them waking happen any in season of Freetown, make the mayor of the Freetown City Council, our worship Yvonne Akisoya don't say, inside this year the Freetown City Council and then partner them go plant 1 million stick them na Freetown. You know Kabia gets more and go now reports.
I hereby take great pleasure, joy and satisfaction in launching our 1 million tree Freetown the Tree Town campaign.
I worship the mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Akisoya. Then they launched the 1 million tree Freetown the Tree Town campaign. Now over 1 year now, where the mayor of Freetown be take office as in be get boku plan them for Freetown City. We want pandem plan ya. Now the Transform Freetown initiative, where this now for make the city fine and get better face so that people go able for live there. This make Friday, January 3rd this year. The mayor be hold the mayor's ball. Usai in be go launch Freetown the Tree Town campaign. Where this campaign now for make different people come together for make them go able plant plenty tree where this go able for prevent the city from bad disaster them. Yvonne Akisoya talk more about this.
Today I'm so pleased that we're actually living out a tradition which seemed to have been lost. But I'm extra pleased because of the topic that's at the heart of this particular mayoral ball. Pretty much everybody who is in Freetown, I hope, now knows about Transform Freetown. You saw a snapshot of it just now, just some of the targets and the achievements. Transform Freetown is our ambitious but achievable plan to make our city a destination city, a better place to live, work, and play. And in doing so, we focus on 4 clusters: resilient, human development, healthy city, and urban mobility.
INSAI, the introduction of the building permits na Freetown, where government don't give to the Freetown City Council. That go help for tap the plenty disaster waking happen at the city.
The trees are no longer on the hillsides, and the runoff of the gravel and of the dirt is uncontrollable. So we can do flood mitigation, which is climate change adaptation, but it's not a solution in itself. Solutions need to be deeper than that. And one of the things which will be a solution, something that's very dear to my heart, and that is the introduction of building permits and a building regulation system which speaks to policies around the environment. And I'd like to thank the government because on the 7th of March last year, it was announced that the building regulations, land use planning, would be devolved to the councils with immediate effect. It hasn't happened yet. We've been assured by the Vice President, by the Minister of Finance, and by the Minister of Local Government that it will happen before the end of January. We're very excited at the City Council because we've worked for the last 6 months on putting together plans to ensure that that building permitting framework will protect our environment.
We make INSAI inside this year, the Freetown City Council, and then partner them go plant 1 million sick them na the country.
We're planting 1 million trees in 2020, this year. That doesn't happen easily. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, a lot of technical work that goes into this. And you know, sometimes I say stuff doesn't happen by accident. We had a gentleman walk into our office about 8 months ago, volunteer his services. He was an ornamental, or he is an ornamental horticulturalist with decades of experience in this field. And he has helped us to identify the nurseries, identify the species, put the plan together, so that when we talk about planting 1 million trees, we're not just talking. There's actually a detailed plan to do that. Dr. Poon, the plan is a very real one.
But who's kind sick them, then gets for plants, even Akisoya again.
We will be planting 45 different species of trees, 37 different shrubs, 12 herbaceous perennials, 8 succulent plant types, and 12 ornamental plants. These will include economic plants, things like fruit trees, guavas, orange, but there'll also be trees for beautification, because there's a threefold objective. We've got to, of course, address the degradation of the land, but we're also looking at beautification, coastal beautification and coastal kind of like reach. So there's a plan that goes into this. It's not cheap, which is why you're all here, because it costs money to put the nursery in place. We've already started a nursery. 6 months ago, the nursery was started at the Victoria Park. We have about 5,000 of our seedlings, which are now about, I think it's, 0.8 meters. I went to see them. I was blown away because there are butterflies. We just donated 3,500 more seedlings, but we've also got to do some buying. We've got to water the plants. You know, there are practical things like that. We've got dry season. So there is some money to raise.
The mayor end up calling Freetonians them for come together and work as one for see say they're able to plant them 1 million sikia na the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, you know, Kabia the report.
The program is still a listen to na midday show. They come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You can listen to me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. I still get my studio guests them with me, where they discuss on the audit report 2018. Mr. Babadi, do you from waiting Alpha Saidu Bangua don't talk, and just like what you say, you don't listen to different discussion around this audit report to say different government officials and only talk about so many things them. But one key issues we common among all the discussion now that they debunk some of the thing them, the issues them way the auditor general, the auditors them pick from this report say like then they cast a blame say most of the thing every day they not too true. So like from civil society point of view, what do you think about that argument?
I wonder which possible talk say what thing the auditor general pick up not true. Now there is no auditor in the world where they come and lie. The interest in about an auditor. You get a paper, watch the auditor general in paper. Now ACCA, FCA, if a mistake go out of bounds, if you lie, then they withdraw his certificate from England. Very clear. Then they contact ICASL, they ask him for withdrawing his certificates. So you don't tell, I don't care whether they put today. Then go put somebody with a power green. Once he gets an SC or a CPA or an FCC, he or she can never say the lies. You speak the truth, what's in the before him. Now you look at what's happening now. The woman is so careful of a statement. Maybe we qualify your opinion and say, this is true. You don't ask now. Page 104, it tells you the office of the vice president. Then give 3 people in within the office of the vice president for an activity in a Guinea. Then give them the of $9,500 each. Then give them 1 vehicle. Then give them 3.2 million euros for fuel, for go. And when they go, the embassy for Guinea fuel back for camp. No activity carried out in Guinea. No engagement, no discussion, no food served, no refreshment, no attendance list. So there is a question now that money should be sent back into the CRF because these monies were not used at all. Secondly, on the auditing report, on the general report, yeah, you look at it happen. The Anti-Corruption Commission not get mandate yet. And make for go tomorrow for tell them. They don't get mandate yet. There is no institution in this country that is parallel to Parliament. Nobody controls Parliament. Parliament is itself. Now the Public Account Committee get the sole mandate, like the Ebola report. It was a Public Account Committee where to a point they even reprimand Gauja. They say I'm going to shady. They have to challenge Parliament. Parliament get power. Then get enormous power vested in them. They are not supreme, but they get power. So they therefore look into the irregularities, pitfalls, come up to them, and also if you say, well, this Anti-Corruption Commission go ahead now,
make a recommendation.
If you say, well, this money, where? Pay them back. Like which Chasmabu paid back the money in tranches. A, B, C, Sadi Bongo. Where did he sit? So this money, if you produce it, pay them back. Anti-corruption, before when the audit report come out on the Ebola, they request that X number of people go down to the C, JFK. Bang Anti-Corruption Commissioner. Why have we that people? You can wait for we. Parliament pushes it, say now we get the mandate for look at public the audit because staff of the audit service, including the appearance, are staff of the Public Account Committee. That we get for really know that very well. Finally, I have to say this again, is that the amount of irregularities in procurement, I'm saying this, and that the Finance Act, the government can go back. I'm advising this. Maybe we pass in short. The government can go back in the Parliament. You can't demean the President, Commander-in-Chief, Fountain of Honor, Grand Commander of Vocal, for go become Chief Procurement Officer of military hardware. For procure boots and shoes or whatever, or gun or for military. Why? Is there any precedence in the world? So that where you say Museveni or Chef Kigami to go procure military hardware for a country? No. Let me give vast back the Finance Act of 2020. Secondly, they don't establish procurement directorate now every other line ministries or every other MD. It is wrong, sister. You cripple the NPPA. I don't know that gentleman. I don't know him. I need not know him. I don't want to meet with him at all. But what I've heard from him, what he said, what we've been doing over the past 18 months, that guy is superb. So why you to cripple that institution, NPPA? You go establish procurement directorate, and that anyone will pass 1 billion, 9 billion for INSAI, 100 million. Now within the ministry, they do it. That is wrong, sir. The Minister of Finance gets a whole chunk of that. It is wrong. Look at the CSO. Say the Auditor General don't identify. Say 250.6 billion loans don't be misprocured. They don't follow processes. They don't follow procedure. The procedure follow irregular. I mean, they don't even consult. And so we are saying that Finance Act where they encounter the NBB Act, when they can go back, remove them close them day. Not the president never become chief procurement officer of military. He's not a specialist in military issue. You get the Minister of Defense, where he specializes in that. And the Minister of Defense, and the erstwhile, These guys served in the military, then teach in the military academy across the world. He worked at the UN, the Deputy Minister of Defense. It's also good. The Chief of Defense Staff, now the technocrat in charge. And so what happened now? You cripple the procurement officer, the way they the Minister of Defense did. They can't be, active again. The law wait now, question you do our boss. So, we are paying them for nothing. So we are saying to all these things, it's timely, law go. Let the government accept, say, now we don't tenure, this laws take effect. Law do X, Y, Z. Anything overdo. Allow Parliament, first of all, 1. Number 2, anti-corruption will come in later. And 3, we as civil society, we can amplify some recommendations in the report. The report is holistic, full of so many information. Now, look at what happened with passport and ID cards. Then tell them back from 2014 to 2018 December, and that we get 251 passports. We're going to the hands of non-public officials. No, then get some chunk way, not the passport for them. We'll go to the hands of one people for them. Even ID cards, in fact, immigration, that department they forgive citizenship to people them. That 10 people will not deserve for citizenship, don't even get them up to December 2018. So the Auditor General, the type of pick out and they therefore advise the government. So government take up this as a document, as a working document. If a government who means well for this country, take it as a working document and push with that document. Look at all those loopholes. Now you say you're going to close loopholes. But what is happening now? People are opening. People in crook. Look at Wataki. They ask you that plus. What is happening there? Look at Auditor General report. It is very, very clear that people, they even bypass, they get the smartness, they get everything, for bypass every other system they put in place. Now, we want to fight corruption. Yeah? The HT Act of 2008, at the time when they make them, till 2018, was the strongest anti-graft act in Africa. But its implementation on the ground is challenging. You know why? System not there. It's so small. You can audit now, so you find corruption. People go, it's simple. Debit transfer, credit transfers. It's simple. Look at the banknotes.
Okay,
so all these things put together. So I'm saying that the government will own up and push that these things are well implemented, and by next year we'll have a 140.9 billion. One for at least, if not 10 billion safe. We will also make noise, 10 billion, but 10 billion is also too much. The 140.9 billion, that's a huge chunk of money.
Okay, well, Mr. Alpha Saidu, can respond as well.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pierce. Wait, I want for assure Babadi and all we listeners them now that this government will always be transparent, ready for take responsibility and make sure say anything go wrong, we take corrective measures for may not happen again. This audit report, I'm glad when self say this 2018 audit report put in them as far back as 2014. Yeah, hold on. Maybe they say 2016.
Yes,
go far. He talk about passport and other thing.
Yes.
Now, what in they clearly show? No, listen. What in they clearly show that the auditor they don't bring out certain things they wouldn't believe say they not do right, irregularities, malpractices. Now, look at what in this government don't do. In the parliament, we said then they discuss them. Members of parliament from various parties. Then now, it also they now anti-corruption. In they say the anti-corruption not get work they yet. But me want me they understand say we get a commissioner that the anti-corruption we self now highly trained professional we know in your mandate, you know in your work. Tomorrow, what he say in the call a press conference for inform the public about that audit day. He not tell you say they can begin drag people and go court. He say they call a press conference for educate the public about that particular audit. And I your responsibility that because if you look at the report, it bring into them where na corrupt practice system. People are not do what they're supposed to do. Now, finally, our little man who say, since this na new year, on arrest assured say waiting not be right 2019, it go right 2020. This government will continue for do waiting the law permits for do for make sure say all all the alpha problem here will be the B, they no will be again. Now we dey encourage civil societies, we dey encourage other political parties, we dey encourage democratic institutions, they all for come out. We don't give them the free speech right. Let all man talk. Not all thing government go know. Not all side government go there. So side they will you see what you wrong, bring and can we your office at the public relations wing of government. Bring and can to we go take them and make sure say we correct and the country now we all get up. Just like our old man, they say, next year, not to blame business one day per now. We want to show the corrective measures the world don't take for make sure say what me wrong today
Even this
correct.
year, so we could just start.
No, well, this year now we still the param. Salon people they heart for go to a new direction. You go try, but we not safe no. Where you get people who tranga, people who don't use the wrong thing there for correct time, it's tranga. But we go do best.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
please,
plenty.
yes,
Thank
ma,
you.
yes, ma. I will say this again. Somebody don't send a rejoinder, a disclaimer. One gentleman when I be president at China, I'm not even a journalist. Yeah, he say they're not a consultant at all. About in three picking there, what they say, I mean, he misuse that money and a license, you know, that three picking one picky gets. You know, and it get affidavit.
It will be part of the investigation.
Really for going to parliament now.
Well?
For going to, so now we can say anti-corruption for can say yet.
Okay.
When then done yonder,
but anti-corruption not say he said then they can't indict people.
Okay,
they say then they call the press conference for inform the public about that report. So no, you know all reports make a small all patients.
Okay, well, plenty. Thank you. Na join na the program. Well, I be get Alpha Saidu Bangwa away na one member na the Strategic Communications Unit na the Ministry of Information and Communications and Save Babadi Thomas we na the Executive Director Forum of Sierra Leone Youth Network where they have been talk about some of the issues them we come out the audit report 2018 where they now na Parliament. Well, the program in the show go left for today, Monday, January 6, 2020. Plenty thank you to my producer Alex Lawrence Koma and my executive producer Michael Sambola and to the technical team Moses Kevura, Indolo and DJ Cliff for the technical support. Me will bring this edition of the program the show can to you today. Me name na Princess Pias.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1, simply the best.
Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. That's now been the midday show. We come to you from Radio Democracy.